Okay, so this is an introduction to section 2.2, which is adding integers, and 2.3, which is subtracting integers. Now, we are just going to concentrate on the number line today. And then when we come into class on Wednesday, we'll look at some rules that you can use as well when adding and subtracting integers. Now, when I think of adding and subtracting integers on the number line, I usually think about positives and negatives as being like something positive as being a very good thing, and something negative in my life would be a bad thing. And if nothing is happening, that would kind of give me 0. That would be my neutral state. So this is where nothing too much is happening, not too much is going on. But if I add things, positive things to my life, right, this is going to make me pretty happy. So I'm going to be working my way to the right. That means I'm going towards a positive kind of concept, right? And then if I head over and I add negative things to my life, things that aren't going so well, that would make me pretty unhappy, adding negatives. So I'm going to put my little frowny face there. Okay, so let's look at a couple examples for just adding integers. All right, so we know how to locate -2 on the number line. And so the first number is your starting value. This is where we want to start on my number line. So I'm going to put -2 there. And then this says we're going to add 3. So adding a positive number means good things, because I'm making up here, if we're adding positive things to our life, we're going to the right, we're making things happy. So if I'm adding a positive, then I'm going to go to the right, 1, 2, 3. So there would be my answer at +1. Okay? So let's do this one. This says 1 + 4, and I'll do that up here. So if I have 1, this is my starting value, right? Here's where I start. And I want to add a positive number. So that's good things. I'm going off to the right. I'm making good things happen. 1, 2, 3, 4 positive things I'm adding. I'm going off to the right. So my solution to that, or my sum, would be 5. So if we are adding positives, we move to the right on the number line. So if we add positives, I'm going to put it right here, when adding positives, move to the right on the number line, this direction. That's not so bad, right? Okay, now if we're adding negatives, so that means you're adding some negative stuff to your life. Negative things are happening. So that means we're going frowny face, right? We're going off to the left. But the same thing goes. So if we have 2, right here, plus, starting here, a -5. All right, here's my 2. If I add negatives, that means I've got to go to the left, because I'm adding negative things to my life that makes me unhappy. So we're going to go to the left 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So wherever you end up, that is your sum. That would be my -3. Okay, this one says -1 plus -2. All right, -1, I'm going to do it up here. -1 plus a -2. So I'm starting here at -1. And if I add a negative, again, I've got to go to the left. 1, 2. Okay, so that would be my solution, -3 again. So when you are adding, negative integers, move to the left. On your number line. You go this direction. Okay, so if you need to pause, go ahead and pause. I'm going to give you some questions that I want you to answer on 2.3. Okay, the first 5 questions are going to be adding. Okay, so pause it now if you need to, and then I'm going to fill in what you have to do for the quiz. Okay? All right. So number 1, A, I want you to add, and I want you to show your work on the number line. I know this one should seem pretty easy, and you know the answer right away, but I want you to show it on the number line. I want you to tell me where you start, and then I want you to move over to 2 to the right. Okay, here we have 5 plus negative 3. Next one, negative 10 plus 4. Okay, for D, I want you to do 10 plus a negative 5. Okay, and then last one, negative 2 plus a negative 7. Okay, so that is adding positive integers on the number line. All right, so let's flip and let's look at some subtracting integers on the number line. Okay, same thing goes. If I'm at 0, nothing too much is happening. I don't have a lot of no positives, no negatives going on. I'm just kind of in that neutral state. But if I work my way to the right on the number line, good things are happening. It makes me very happy because I'm adding positives to my life. And if I go to the left on the number line, not so good, right? I'm adding negatives to my life, and so that makes me very unhappy. All right, so let's give this a try. Here are some examples for subtracting a positive number. Now, just like before, we're going to start with the first number. Now, this is subtraction. It's take away. So now I'm taking away 4 positives. So that's bad, right? I'm taking away positive things. That means I'm very unhappy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There it lands me right at negative 3. Okay, let's try another one. Negative 2 minus 3, or take away positive 3. I'll do it up here. So I'm starting at negative 2. And I subtract positive 3 things. That's bad. I'm taking away positives. That's going to make me unhappy. So I'm going to take away 3. 1, 2, 3. So that lands me at negative 5. Okay? So if we are subtracting a positive number, we move to the left on our number line. Okay? So when subtracting, or when we take away positives, move to the left. On the number line. Okay? Move to the left when we take away positive things, because that makes you unhappy. All right, let's look at what's happening when we subtract a negative number. Now, if we subtract a negative, that means we're taking away negative things. So that means you should be happy if you're taking away negative things in your life. All right, so if I start off here at 2, and I'm taking away a negative thing, that wouldn't put me towards the negatives because that makes me unhappy. I should be very happy if I'm taking away something negative. So if I'm taking away a negative, I'm going to move into the positive direction because that should make me very happy. So that answer is going to be positive 3. Let's try another one up here. You ready? Negative 1 minus a negative 4. Again, I'm taking away 4 negative things in my life. So if I start at negative 1 and I'm taking away negative 4, I'm taking away negatives. That shouldn't put me in this direction. That should make me happy to take away negative things. So if I take away negative 4, I'm going to go 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because that should make me happy to take away negatives. So that lands me at the number 3 again. So let's write that down up here. When subtracting negative numbers, move to the right. On the number line. All right, let's do some more practice, and then I'm going to give you the rest of your 5 problems for your quiz. All right? So if you need to turn it off, go ahead and turn it off now. Try these problems, and then turn the video back on and see how you did. Okay, so turn it off, give them a try, and then turn it back on. All right, so again, this first number is my starting value. It's at 5. I'm taking away a positive. So that, again, if you take away something positive, you move to the left. So I'm taking away 1, 2, 3. So that's going to land me right at 2. So the answer to this question is 2. Okay, I'm starting off at 3. I'm taking away 5 positives. If you take away positives, you move to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there, my answer is going to be negative 2. Okay, I'm at negative 9. Right here's negative 9. I'm adding a positive. So if I'm adding something positive, that should make me happy. So I'm going to move my 2 jumps to the right. And so that should land you at negative 7. Okay, negative 8. I'm taking away 2 positives. Oh, so that means I go to the left. That doesn't make me happy. I'm going to the left. So you should get negative 10 for that. And then the last one. Negative 3. I'm taking away a positive number. So that's going to land me to the left. 1 unit. Okay, so that was just some practice. You know what? We didn't get one on there that we should have. Let's try one more. How about we do, how about we start with 2 minus, how about 2 minus a negative 5? Okay, let's just try one more. And I'll do it up here just so we can take away a negative number. So if I'm at 2, here's my starting point. If I take away negatives, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to take away negatives as far as happiness goes. So we're going to move to the right. We're going to make it more positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me right at 7. Okay, so I want you to just do all of these for now with your number lines. And if you look at your quiz, you'll notice I gave you number lines to try every single one. And I want you to show me your work, how you did these on the number line. So to do some subtracting problems, you ready? How about negative 6, take away positive 4? How about negative 5, take away a negative 2? Okay, show me this on the number line. 10 minus 3. Okay. Show me on the number line 3 minus 5. And show me on the number line 3 minus a negative 3. Okay, so that's the end of this lesson. We are definitely going to spend more time on 2.2 and 2.3 when you walk into class on Wednesday, but make sure you have these done. They're worth 10 points, and we will continue our discussion with adding and subtracting integers on Wednesday. Okay, we'll see you then.